There's a dirt road roundtable drive from Washington.
Old Loggers Road somewhere.
Trees strewn everywhere. We've gone under trees, drove over trees. This road's been a mess. And we just saw a herd of elk. And I believe that Bigfoot hunt the elk or eat what the elk are eating. So if the elk are around, it means Bobo's around.
That's ugly. We need to move that.
Yeah.
We don't want to go with that. We're in a real truck. Yeah, on top of it all, we've hiked, what, 8 miles?
Yeah.
7 miles?
Done like 3 hikes today. I know my ankles and calves are sore. We've hiked so much today. We're so close to it that we've been going through some of the lava tubes and lava fields from previous eruptions. We got a ways back on this one, probably 7-8 miles on this one, and thought, hey, you guys at home might want to see some of this. You guys might want to see us jumping out of the car and dragging trees out of the way.
Yeah.
It seems like we always end up in places like that. Guys, please have your Bigfoot sightings in easier places to get to. Appreciate it. Because some of y'all having your Bigfoot sightings in some crazy places. I see a couple of trees on the road up here.
Yeah. Let's see how it goes. Snap off! I'm making the noise for the car.
Any tire poppers in that? All right.
One thing you guys can't get out of this whole thing is just the sheer smell. Strong pine smell.
Okay. Thanks, Jen.
That looks fine. Got a bit of snow still down there under the canopy, huh?
Deep holes. Oh, get your car lost in one of those. Whoa, whoa. What do you think?
Yeah, that's probably a good turnaround spot.
I think I'm done. I don't
want to get
I don't
stuck.
feel like digging, and we don't know where we're going.
After
We
hiking
just-
as much as we've done here. Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah,
What's
we
going-
just decided.
I mean, it's really
Someone
not
got
that.
stuck right there, look.
Yep, they did. Well, that's where they were turning around. But it looks like they got stuck and
No.
spinning.
It's not gonna be us.
Yeah, no telling where one of them ruts is down underneath all that too.
Yeah, look how deep the red is in front of us.
Yeah, that one you had been high centered on. How thick a rope you got?
We made it much further than I thought we were going to be able to.
Yeah, that's one you went down and bottomed out on. Yeah, that thing dropped pretty dim. Pretty good, man. For what we're in, anyway.
Yep. It's got four-wheel drive, but that doesn't help when you're high-centered. Well, after we get off the mountain, we'll just head back to camp. 62, it feels cold out there.
Yeah, probably that humidity again.
Trees pushed over the road in Bigfoot sighting places. Just have to point that out there. I never see trees pushed over the road when we go out to Antelope Island.
Yeah, I was going to say, because there isn't any trees to push over. Anywhere you're going to put a road, might get ran over by a bison, though.
There's a buffalo hanging out in the street. That's about it. Some of the buffalo get so big.
Yeah, they are massive. About had one take out my old Suburban, man. Out there driving, it come out of nowhere, about 5 feet in front of my truck. I'm like, "Arr!" Holy shit! It stops and looks at me like, "Hey, dude."
Yeah, they don't hurry to get out of your way.
No, they sure do not. It's their road, it's their island. All good. I don't want to tangle with one. It would sure put a hurting on your truck, that's for sure.
Hell, I've seen elk attack people's vehicles on in Yellowstone. Over there, that little Yellowstone town of Mammoth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I watched a video online where an elk was just messing up someone's truck, and I mean, there's nothing you can do about it but sit there and honk your horn and hope it stops, you know?
Please stop.
Yeah, when they get into the rut, they get raunchy. Where's our wood ape? This looks like a spot that they would be. Whoop, whoop! Yeah. Whoa.
Did you guys whoop on that last hike?
No, me and Jenny don't do whoops.
Not at all.
Not at all?
I heard them. But
I
wasn't,
absolutely
wasn't
heard
us.
one, and I was kind of thinking it was you guys.
No.
It was pretty dang loud too, man. That's why I thought it was you guys. I was like, man, that was close. I was like right here. It was right about the same time you were talking about when you first said you actually the fern bed.
Oh, when I was pointing out the bed of ferns with that something had been bedding down.
Yeah, it was before I had came back down there.
Well, we did find a couple of sets of tracks that looked Bigfoot shape on that hike. So
I didn't hear anything that time.
I thought you meant that. I thought you meant the hike before that.
No.
Hiked so many times in the last several days, they're starting to become a blur. We've been all over this volcano. North side, south side.
Oh.
So pretty.
Yeah, it is pretty.
pigs right there.
Yeah. That is a big.
Oh,
That does sound horrible, right? It's a beaver dam. It's big brown beaver.
isn't that a song?
That's Primus.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, look what we get to go through. I want to stop for about 10 minutes right here with the tripod before we head back. It's just too awesome to pass up this spot.
Oh,
Dirt road's got my neck off. Oh, you want me to check it out before I go? Is that the elk? Yeah, that is the elk. Oh, good job.
yeah, that was good. It's great.
And you kept the camera real steady and everything.
Yeah, it looks really good. Very well done.
Looks like a pro did it. You pretty much are a pro.
And when they were running, you could hear all these sticks snapping.
Yeah.
So when it's on film,
I was thinking what I could hear up there while I was filming was probably some of those elk.
Yeah,
'cause they were just on the other side over here.
we're headed this way.
Elk herd around, so Bigfoot and mountain lion might be around too. Maybe we'll get back in time. You can put the drone up above the trees. The wind's not blowing.
Oh wait,
Was it-
what happened to? You said your brother's drone.
Yeah, he
Oh.
lost it.
It flew away.
Yeah, it flew away. He lost it, lost signal, stopped responding and just gone.
And that one wasn't a gift. That one he
No.
paid for. That's
He absolutely paid for that.
damn.
Where was he?
I don't know, I didn't ask. Wasn't in cell signal long enough to have a conversation of much. He said it to the family.
Group text.
Yeah. I did get the response of been there, done that. More than once.
We went up over
He
the
said
next.
he had a full day of footage on it too.
We went up for like 3 weeks straight. We kept going up looking for that drone of yours too. I know Jenny and I went up there a couple of times without you looking for it.
That sucked.
I know we wanted to get to it before it rained, so the rain wouldn't ruin all the electronics. And then after it rained, it was still like, well, the SD card.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get the footage.
Yeah, you had quite a few flights on that SD card too.
Yeah.
That was a good one to do it with. A gift had quite a few miles on it.
I had still dumped a lot of money in it
Yeah,
just to get it up and flying.
that's right. We got a hell of a lot further back than I thought we were going to be able to. Oh, I totally spaced that off.
You didn't. Ski lash.
A little bit chilly, isn't it? People talk about Bigfoot, not hibernating, but migrating. And I'm always thinking, you know, to migrate from the Pacific Northwest, the Rocky Mountains, back and forth, just too far. And then you look at Stone Age man, how the Ninny Poo or the Nez Perce Indians, they used to migrate from Salmon and Big Hole, Montana, and Salmon, Idaho, down to Texas every year. When winter would come, they'd go down to Texas, and then in summertime, they would come back up. So, you know, if people were doing that on foot, this was before horseback, I mean, no big deal for a Bigfoot, right? I don't think they migrate, though, because in our areas at home, they're there in the wintertime and they're there in the summertime, according to the footprints and the Bigfoot sighting report. So I'm not really into the migration thing, and I do not think that they hibernate. The reason I don't think they hibernate is because some of the best footprints we've found has been right in the middle of the winter time. I do think they slow down, hunker down, and conserve calories for sure. But on opportune days that they can get out and scavenge, I'm sure they do. But that's Utah. That's the area we're used to. Who knows? Further north, harsher environments, longer winters, maybe they do more of a hibernation or migrate to better areas.
Or at least drop elevation.
Drop off the mountaintops. Probably why there's so many Bigfoot sightings in the wintertime where we live is because they come down close to the valley. In January and then again in March, we investigated 2 Bigfoot sightings captured on film at home where the Bigfoot was down in the foothills near the cities and towns.
Yeah, I'd have to say the coldest ever recorded in Utah, and every year pretty much is the coldest point is up by Tony's Grove. Hiking back in there, they get like negative 50 something degrees. That's cold.
Yeah, I think those cold spots in the summertime, in the heat of summer, is a magnet point for certain animals.
It is for us. In the middle of summer, that's where we go.
Yeah, we head for the high elevations in the middle
just
of
to cool
summer.
off. 90 down in the valley, well, it's 70 up in the mountain.
Yep. Yep, we're always trying to follow the snow line. We did this week. Kept finding snow every day. We found it today.
Came with elk this time too.
Elk are really good at avoiding the biting bugs. Elk also stay out of the heat. It's another reason I feel like the Bigfoot followed elk herds. The elk are where it's most comfortable for a wild animal, along with the resources that they need at any given point in time, as far as food and water. I notice on Monte Cristo during mosquito season I see less elk. Matter of fact, rarely see an elk when the mosquitoes are up there. And then you get a couple of cold nights that kill them off and the elk start showing up. Just amazing, the ferns on the ground and stuff here. You know, people complain that they can't grow a fern in their house, and they just grow wild by the millions here.
Backside of American Fork Canyon.
Wellsville has them too.
Wellsville, yep.
Has
Sure
ferns?
enough,
Yep.
Absolutely. Now, Wellsville, we're talking about, that was actually on Finding Bigfoot. They talked about an actual sighting that was right up in there.
Yeah, Wellsville, Utah.
We've been back in there a couple times.
Yeah. When we went up the first time on the backside, That's where we saw the ferns.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, there's some thick growth back there.
Yeah,
It's like a jungle.
It's a real pretty area.
From the sardine side, rather.
Yeah, it's part of the sardine side.
That side.
It's actually right there where my brother-in-law was talking about that sighting
Tractor.
with the tractor, where it was
Yeah.
actually standing taller than the tractor. You can see the farmer's field from right there.
Yeah, you
Yes.
can.
From right up on the Wellsville, the hike that we do back on
Yeah.
that mountain, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get to a vantage point and see all that. Just nice. That'd be a great place to set up and glass for a few hours. Glass with the camera.
It's a big animal to be standing taller than the cab of the tractor.
Hope you guys at home enjoy a look at a part of the state of Washington. #1 Bigfoot sighting hotspot on the planet, and we're here looking for Bigfoot.
Not to mention a historical site.
It's historical to me. My grandpa saw it here in the 30s. He had 3 of them walk up on him while he was fishing on one of the lakes out here. Had no idea what it was until the Patterson-Gimlin footage. And then he was able to say, that's exactly 3 of those walked up on me. Wonder if all this tag means the loggers are getting ready to clear cut some of this. There's still a lot of snow up here on higher elevations, and a lot of the places we wanted to get into was closed off, so we had some of our best luck on these logging roads. Logging roads have been open for us.
Of course, people use the logging truck riders, so there wasn't anybody up there on that rider, so that was nice.
Yeah, and nobody had been on them because we had to get out of the vehicle and just pull trees out of the way. We traveled 900 miles to clear the roads for the tourists. We've been getting vocalizations back at our camp, so Derek's gonna throw a drone up. See if we can see anything cool. Should be able to see the volcano if it stays clear from camp, if he can get up above the trees. Alright, well, we're getting down to civilization. Hope you guys enjoyed this Bigfoot roundtable drive. the Mount St. Helens area of Washington. Keep on watching. We'll keep on squatching. At the very beginning of the video, we talked about the herd of elk we saw. We hadn't turned the sound on our driving roundtable yet. Hadn't actually started it, but here's the elk. And then up in the tree line on the right-hand side, I see dark movement up there. Don't know what it is, not saying it's Bigfoot, but I just thought it was interesting, so I thought I would point it out for you guys. I'm going to zoom in as far as I can without it getting too pixelated. I circled the subject that I see moving around so that you guys can see what I'm looking at, and I zoom in with a couple of screenshots, and then I zoom in on the video, and this is as far as I dared zoom in. Any further it gets too pixelated. Don't know what it is. Maybe it's a trick of light and shadows, maybe it's a bear, maybe it's a Bigfoot. I doubt it. Don't know what it is. You be the judge. But here it is. And then I'll go back and play the regular footage for you. Whenever there's food around in the form of prey items, I like to be the lookout for the predators that may be following the herd. And I saw this up in the tree line. Don't know what it is. You be the judge. I hope you guys enjoyed a driving roundtable in the #1 Bigfoot sighting hotspot in the world. Keep on watching. We're going to keep on squatching. I zoom in on the elk herd with my most powerful camera from where we were sitting. And I actually, when I zoom back out, I capture the area of interest in the camera frame. Really doesn't add too much more to this, but I thought I would put this footage in so that you guys could see it. And then we drive up on the herd a little while later around the corner, and Jenny's filming with her camera out the window, so I will include hers after I include mine, so that you guys can scan up there in the tree line and see if you guys can see a predator watching the herd, or if we can find something more definitive than what was on the dash camera up there that was dark and seemed to be moving around. Yeah, up there off to the right. Yeah, that really didn't help, did it? Okay, and then Jenny's footage is next. Okay, I hope you guys enjoy. Keep on watching. We're going to keep on squatching.